Hey guys, Noobivore73 here. Welcome back to Feed the Beast. Great to have you guys back here. We've had a little bit of difficulty. I'm still trying to get the hang of using the software that I use to record off PC. And so unfortunately that means every once in a while I will lose, let me turn this music down. I'll lose recordings, and that's always a bummer. I always hate that. But unfortunately, it happens. So, a lot has changed around here since the last episode that you guys have seen. So let me go ahead and really quickly show you what all I've done. Now, first of all, I did finish the steam boiler. Now, as you can see, the lava tank is gone, as are the magmatic engines. Everything is cleared out over here. Now what I've done is I've got the fuel from the refineries over there being piped directly into the boiler, and I tried messing around with fall in a hole. Oh yeah, I've got a really cool jetpack too. Check it out. That thing was a beast to make because it is actually an advanced electric jetpack. Oh man, we'll get into that later. That's like a Greg Tech Industrial Craft 2 thing. It's what a pain, let me tell you. Okay, so I tried setting up these steam engines. Whoa, dude, you are rude, sir. Rude, rude, rude. Okay, don't look at the Enderman. I am not looking at the Enderman. You cannot get mad at me. Go look for your pages elsewhere. So I tried setting up these commercial steam engines using Liquiducts, and I guess Liquiducts just don't have the capacity to carry steam, because you'd get more than about 2 engines on a Liquiduct, and they would not work right. So I decided to go ahead and just attach the engines directly to the side of the boiler. And I played around with it a little bit and found that the magic number is 18. So as you can see on the boiler's interface, if you watch the steam, it's basically maintaining. We're producing exactly as much steam as we're using, so we don't lose any steam, and we don't have the danger of running out. So I've got 18 engines running on this thing, and they're all producing energy. Now I've got these cubes set up as backups, but all of the energy is basically going into these tesseracts, which are all tuned to the same frequency. So basically, wherever I need power, I just need to put down an energy tesseract and tune it to my frequency, and it's got as much power as I need. So obviously, the worry is that this fuel is going to run out. I'll explain that in a minute. Okay, so as you can see, I've used about half of the oil reserve, and the pumps that I was using have completely run dry. So this is a limited lifespan. Fortunately, this tank by itself will last about 15 real-world days. So I've got about maybe 20-25 days worth of regular fuel left. So what I've been working on in the meantime is an alternative fuel source, because obviously there's only so much fuel in the world, kind of like real life. So I've been playing around with different versions of the biofuel setup. Now, this is a tank, the same size tank as that fuel tank over there, and it's full of biofuel. Now, biofuel is made from this liquid biomass, and this biomass comes from basically plants. You pipe plants in. Certain types of plants you can pipe directly in, like these saplings, and other types you have to craft them into plant balls, which is that nasty looking thing right there. So this thing right here is really cool. I really like this setup. Now, what you're seeing here is this is the Mine Factory Reloaded tree farm, and what happens is you've got 3 different machines working here. Actually, 2 at the moment because one's out, but we'll fix that here in a sec. This machine down here is called a planter, and as you can see, it is full of saplings. Now, you can use it for any type of plant that you want. I started out using it for wheat, but that just didn't turn out very efficient. But basically, one planter will fill a 3x3 square with plants, in this case saplings. Now, this machine right here, which is currently empty, which we're going to go ahead and fill here in a second, is the fertilizer. Now, the only drawback with this setup is this fertilizer is a little bit complicated to make, and it requires some things that I don't have a whole lot of, namely string. But if you put fertilizer in here, it will basically do the same thing as bone mealing everything in this 3x3 square. And then this device right here will auto-harvest them. Now, the reason I have it set up on trees is because you get a lot for what you put out. Because this thing will shear the leaves off of trees, which is what it was doing before. And once it does that, it puts the products in this chest right here. Now, what I've done, because I'm a little bit clever like that, is I have this filter set up to pull leaves out of that chest and send them over here. Once they get over here, this fabricator will use this crafting recipe to turn the leaves into plant balls, which is what you can use to make biomass, and then it takes those plant balls and puts them in this chest right here. Then this filter takes those and distributes them between these 2 fermenters. Now, these fermenters are part of the forestry mod, and basically they turn usable plant products into liquid biomass. So I've got these 2 set up here, and they both receive these products, and they both turn them into liquid biomass. So once the liquid biomass is made, it's then pumped out of this tank and to these stills right here. Now, these stills convert liquid biomass into biofuel, which I then have pumped into this tank right here. Now, the goal is to try and have this tank full before the actual fuel runs out, and then I can just really quickly convert the connection to the steam boiler from that tank of fuel to this tank of biofuel. And the goal is to try and produce as much liquid biomass as is needed to basically run that steam boiler forever. Now, I don't know if this setup is going to work like that, but I'm looking at some other possibilities as well. There's another type of tree farm that I want to look into, but that's going to be later. So really quickly, let's go ahead and take a look at that industrial fertilizer that we need for the mine factory machines. Now, let's see here. Okay, so industrial fertilizer. Alright, so it needs wheat, string, sticks, and bone meal. Now, I don't actually know if I have any wheat in my system. Let's take a look here. I've got 7 wheat. That's not very much, considering you need 4 for 1 pile of liquid fertilizer. So let's go see if the villagers have any more. I don't... Okay, yeah, they have some. Alright, guys, I'm here for your wheat. I can't use the claw for it because it'll just tear right through the dirt, too. It's just too powerful. Now, all things considered, I could set up a similar sort of fabricating system and like a planting system for the wheat as well. But the limiting factor is bones and string. So I'm going to have to consider, I mean, if I continue using this setup, I'm going to have to consider a way to set up like maybe a spider and a skeleton dropper. I don't know. It seems awfully complex at this point, so I'm not sure if I want to go that route, because there are other routes I can go that use easier fertilizer. Let me go ahead and replant, because I'm a good neighbor. If I steal your wheat, I'll at least replant so you can get some more. Considering they don't, like, actually eat, it's not that big of a deal, I guess. Alright. There you go, sirs. Alright, so let's come back over to the crafting bench. Now I've got a couple bones in my inventory because I did kill that skeleton. But I need string and sticks as well, so I'm not sure how much I have of those. Let's see, I've got 37 string. And oh, that's right, lots of sticks. I don't think I'll ever run out of sticks. Okay, alright, so the recipe, once again. Okay, so we've got bone meal. Let me clear some of this stuff out of here. This thing gets so cluttered so easily. We got wheat. We got stick. And string. Oh, I forgot to put the sticks in there, darn it. Let me grab some more bones, because I'm pretty sure I have some more bones in the inventory here. No, yeah, type inventory into your inventory. Jeez. Okay, so we've got 7 bone meal, and I've got 13 bones, so I'll go ahead and make those into bone meal as well. Let's see. There we go. So we should be able to make a fair amount of fertilizer. Okay, bone meal, wheat. Yeah, wheat seems to be the biggest limiting factor. Stick and string. There we go. That's a fair amount. That'll last a good while. Let's see, it looks like we ran out of wheat first. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put the fertilizer into this machine, and you'll be able to see exactly how quickly it works. Now, the good thing about trees is this machine, or this setup, is actually able to ignore the rules that trees normally follow. Because it puts all 9 trees just right exactly by each other. And that produces a lot of leaves and a lot of logs too. I actually have a second filter set up here to push the logs directly into the ender chest, which puts. I actually set up a deep storage unit for my logs, just because I was producing so many of them, and they were a complete byproduct. They're not at all what I am looking for as far as what that is to produce, but I've got 36,000 logs now. So if I ever needed to build, like the Eiffel Tower out of logs, I'd be able to easily. Alright, so a couple more things I wanted to show you real quick. Let's see. Yeah, this little thing right here. Now, I made, not really a discovery, but I made I don't know, I guess discovery for lack of a better word, by reading through some of the Reddit posts on the Feed the Beast Reddit. And I figured out that there is an easy way to get witches to make a spawner out of. Now, I had a pig spawner, just because pigs are so easy to find and kill. And I found out, witches are really hard to find. They don't spawn very often at all. But they have a sort of an analog, something similar in the Twilight Forest, and that is the skeletal druids. And there's this product. I don't know if I have it in here or not. Let's see. powder? No, I don't have it in here. It's in my Thaumcraft room. There is this stuff that you can find in some of the Hollow Hills in Twilight Forest. Open, thank you. Whoa, okay, this is a bad part about those shoes. They don't like to go through doors. Let's see. Right here. Transformation powder. Now this stuff is, like I said, stuff you can find in some of the Hollow Hills in Twilight Forest. And what it's used for is it's used for changing vanilla mobs into Twilight Forest mobs, or Twilight Forest mobs into vanilla mobs. Now, since these soul shards don't work on Twilight Forest creatures, you can use that powder to turn a Twilight Forest creature into a vanilla creature, and then kill it and collect its soul with the soul shard. So that's what I did. I went and found a skeletal druid house, because they're freaking everywhere in the Twilight Forest, and I used some of that powder on the druid, turned it into a witch, and then killed it and collected its soul. And then, of course, the thing about the soul shards is if you have a level 5 of anything, you can put it in a let's go sleep. You can put it in an anvil with another soul shard, and you can basically select the other shard to turn into a tier 5, which is like the highest tier, which will produce the most mobs. Come on, get up there. Get up. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to clear this out. Get in there. Okay. Okay, here we go. Games Ed Plays is on the server with me, so all right. So other than that, as you probably saw, I made some upgrades to my my Thaumcraft room. I've been doing quite a lot of research on Thaumcraft. In fact, let me go ahead and take a real quick look at the Thaumonomicon. As you can see, I have discovered a lot of stuff, and I'm going to start making some of it probably really soon. I did make all those wooden golems out there. And the other thing I'm going to want to get started in is bees, because I have actually discovered a lot of the Thaumcraft bee stuff. So I'm kind of excited to try that, because number one, I've never done bees at all, and you know, if I can get in there and also learn some of the cool stuff that bees do as far as Thaumcraft is concerned, I think that'd be pretty cool. So, other than that, that's pretty good. Oh well, I mean, I've got a pretty big industrial craft setup started. I've got the industrial blast furnace. No, not that. There we go. Industrial blast furnace. I've got the industrial electrolyzer and the industrial centrifuge. These are all items that GregTech added to industrial craft, which made it really, really a lot more complicated. But you know, in the long run, I guess that's a good thing, because it gives you more stuff to do. And I've got some solar panels. I've got these 4 advanced solar panels. And then I've got this one hybrid solar panel, which should be producing a lot of electricity. I don't know. Let me break this real quick. There we go. Now let me put it back down and see if it. Hang on. That holds a lot of energy right there. And something is sucking it away, so I'm guessing it's still attached to the industrial blast furnace. Let's take a look real quick, see if it's doing anything. Oh, yep, it was. Okay. I made an aluminum ingot. I don't even know what that's for, but okay. Awesome. Oh, one other thing I wanted to show you guys. As part of the portal gun mod, you do have access to a gravity gun. Now, a gravity gun will basically grab anything, up to and including other players. So this is kind of an interesting way to mess around with people. But you can grab it, and then you can throw it pretty far away. Now I can actually, if I angle it right, I can actually hit the other side of this quarry. See? And that works for mobs as well. Like, let me see if I can grab one of these falling witches here. I don't know, I got it timed pretty good. I don't know if I can grab one. They're falling pretty fast. I'm gonna turn that off. These things just drop just gobs of stuff. It's insane. Glowstone, redstone, gunpowder, sugar, spider eyes, bottles, and sticks. I mean, for one mob to drop that much stuff is just crazy. All right, so that's pretty good showcase of what's been happening so far. In the next episode, we're gonna go ahead and work on some new projects. So, thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate all the support I'm getting. Oh, I need to eat soon. I'm actually getting really close to 500 subscribers, which is awesome. And I am thinking about what we can do to sort of celebrate that. So if you guys have any ideas or suggestions on what kind of special episode I should do for my 500th episode, give me a shout. Let me know what you guys would like to see, and I'll be more than happy to try and make it happen. But anyways, leave any other comments or subscriptions in the comment section below. Make sure that you subscribe if you have not already done so. And be sure and slap that like button like it stole something, and we will catch you guys next time.